Hi YouTube. I wanted to make this video about this CNC machine I bought. Turns out it's a great machine, it's just a little bit too big for me. You'd see it takes up my whole two-car garage. But anyway, I'm going to try to explain as much as I can in the video about the machine. Okay, so here's the main rails. Okay. They're heavy 3/8 thick wall steel. This bar that the rollers ride on, in my last video I said it was cold roll, but what I meant to say is it's a case hardened rail. This is the condition it's in after 30 years. It's perfectly square, not worn at all. These are the clips right here that the rack and pinion rides in. Now I don't have the extension rack and pinions put in because I don't need the machine to come over this far for a demo. It has two separate beds, and the reason for that is because you could set the machine up with one bed or two. If you set it up with one bed, you can see in the rails right here there's a seam, so you would just leave off these extension rails and this bed right here would stay off, and then you'd have a single bed machine which would take up less room. Now my original thought when I bought the machine was I would leave that half to be a CNC router, and then this half I would make a pan for a plasma table, so it would be 2-in-1, and then I could bolt my plasma torch to the gantry along with the router and just set up a separate profile in Mach 3, which would have been a great idea, 2-in-1. But like I said, this is just a little too big for me. Alright, moving on. Here we have all the original paperwork from when the machine was purchased. I have the original blueprints here. Let's see if we can take a look at them. Now this book right here has smaller drawings. This is the table layout. This is the main track drawing. This is the secondary runner. This is the carriage on the Y. There's a drawing for all the different parts of the machine here, which makes it great. And they also have listings for what each part is in case you had to order a replacement part. It even has the original manifest from when it was delivered in 1988. So, this was a NC machine, an XY machine with an Air Z. I retrofitted it. It's now a 4-axis machine, and here's the controller. The controller has a 60-volt supply. It has 4 Kelling, I believe they're 50-60 drives, 60 amp drives. Breakout board, power supply for the breakout board. Oh, this power supply also runs on 220. This just tells you the voltage we're putting out right now. Here's the Mach 3 screen. I didn't wire all the cables in the cable carriers because it's going to have to be disassembled to be moved. See, here's the seam in the rail, and here's the extra rack and pinion, which I didn't assemble. But the other feature is there's all these adjusters here that you can adjust up and down to get your level and square. And there's also adjusters on the bottom for the same thing. This is really easy to put together and level out. Here's the mounts for the beds. This is all really heavy duty. Here's the gantry. This is all aluminum, this gantry. So basically, I rebuilt this Z. This was set up for a Persky 3-phase spindle, and I added a router mount. I retrofitted the whole machine with 570 ounce steppers, which really works well. It's all rack and pinion. It's a really, really nice setup. Over here, these are all the center supports and the E-track for the bed. I didn't put any of the E-track on, like I said, because it's just be silly to have to take it all back down when somebody buys it. I just wanted to get it together enough for a test so you could see how nice the machine cuts. Also, I ordered a ball screw for the Z-axis, but it didn't come yet, so I just used an old Acme screw I had for now for testing purposes. But this is all set up. I have a 12mm by 300mm ball screw that's going to go in there. Alright, so let's give it a shot. I'm going to turn the router on. Hit cycle start. Okay. Danielle and Stewart, September 8th, 2012.